On demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Get your vehicle ready for all that extra holiday driving at your local Big O Tires. For a limited time, save $100 instantly on select sets of tires with paid installation. For your nearest store, visit BigOTires.com.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
With the Rams already qualifying for the NFC playoffs, Chargers fans are wondering what their team needs to do to make it to the postseason. The 10-4 Chargers have 3 ways to clinch a playoff spot Sunday in the AFC. They can clinch one of the 3 wildcard slots where they win Sunday at Dallas, and if Houston or Indianapolis lose on Sunday. Houston is at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. Indianapolis is at home against San Francisco. The Chargers should put their hopes on the 49ers. There is no way Houston is losing at home to the Raiders. The Chargers' final 2 regular season games are against Houston and Denver. The UCLA women's basketball team, ranked 4th in the country, had a practice game Tuesday night at Pauley Pavilion. They beat Cal Poly 115-28. Point guard Kiki Rice almost outscored the entire Cal Poly team by herself. She led the 10-1 Bruins with 23 points. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Happy holidays! This holiday season, KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you and yours joy, peace, and prosperity. As we celebrate with family and friends, we're already looking forward to an exciting first quarter, packed with must-attend events to kick off the new year just right. In January, join us for our inaugural Brotherhood Brunch, bringing together community leaders, change makers, and everyday people for inspiration and connection. February means it's time for our signature Black History Month lunch. Community leaders, change makers, and everyday people for inspiration and connection. February means it's time for our signature Black History Month luncheon, a powerful celebration you won't want to miss. And in March, Women's History Month, we're once again hosting our State of Black Women in Los Angeles Symposium and Luncheon, addressing the issues that matter most inside our community. From all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, happy holidays. Stay tuned for more details on these incredible upcoming events. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice, your community, your power.
Mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. Yeah. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. All right. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer with you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes, they outshine the time they do. This Christmas, fireside blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me.
So many versions, so many covers of this classic Donny Hathaway song this Christmas. On the backside of this hour, our annual conversation with the woman who wrote the song, Nadine McKinnor, joins us live on the backside of this hour to talk about how she wrote this song while she was working in the post office in Chicago, and the backstory for how she got the song ultimately to Donny Hathaway. And the rest, as they say, is history. And 50 plus years later, everybody and their mama have covered this song. This is Mary J. Blige. Turn it up, Miles.
Oh, fireside blazing bright.
I ain't mad at you, Mary J. We've been playing different versions of this song all 3 hours today because, again, we look forward to Nadine McKinnor. I mentioned earlier she had a stroke a couple years ago and has been fighting back from the impact of that stroke on her body, but her mind is sharp as ever. And I'm glad that she's recovered well enough to join us again this year. We have her on every year, but last year, because of the stroke, she couldn't be here. But I am so thrilled to just anticipate hearing the voice of Nadine McKinnor, this brilliant woman who wrote this song for Donny Hathaway all those years ago. That said, we commence this hour today, our final hour, with Boston Globe film critic Odie Henderson, who is back with his top 10 films of the year and a tribute to the cinematic legacy of filmmaker Rob Reiner. We'll do that a little bit later in this conversation. For those who were not listening in the first hour, we started today's program with an interview, a conversation that I had with Rob Reiner and his son Nick, who has now been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder with special circumstances by the LA DA, Nathan Hochman. He was in court today. Nick was to be arraigned. He did not enter a plea. He's being held without bail. The arraignment has been postponed now until January the 7th, but just a sad situation all the way around for the Reiner family. But I started in the first hour reprising a conversation I had with Rob and Nick a few years ago when they were promoting their film Being Charlie, based loosely on Nick's life. The video of that audio that I played for you earlier is now posted on our YouTube channel. I'm seeing already all kinds of people tapping in, and I'm getting all kinds of requests from news outlets everywhere to use the video. Of course, we're granting that. But the video is up now on the KBLA 1580 YouTube channel. On our KBLA YouTube channel, the video of that conversation is posted right now. And you're invited, welcome to see what that conversation looked like. A lot of people making comments about the way Nick appeared even then, visually in that conversation, but it's posted everywhere now. That said, we'll let Odie do his tribute to the cinematic legacy of Rob Reiner a little bit later in this dialogue. But Odie, good to have you back on. How are you today, sir?
Thanks for having me on. I'm great. How are you?
If I complain about being in, great, man. I'm hanging in. Before I get to your list, of the 10 best, maybe even the 10 worst of the year, we'll talk about that. But there is breaking news about the Oscars, and so the deal with ABC has now ended, and the American Academy of Motion Pictures has announced, wait for it, that they have struck an exclusive multi-year deal with YouTube, the video streaming platform, to broadcast the Oscars. This will start in 2029, so there are a couple more years left on this deal, but the deal is not being renewed, to be more exacting in my language. But the Oscars on YouTube, Odie?
Yeah, I was complaining about this a little earlier. It's ridiculous. The problem that the Oscars have, and I can't believe the producers haven't figured this out yet, isn't that people aren't watching it because of the movies that are being nominated. Back when I was a kid, we had all this crazy spectacle, ridiculous numbers, choreographed by Debbie Allen, and spectacle and overlong speeches and so on. And they've tried to basically edit out everything that was of interest. They don't even have the governor awards anymore. So people like Tyler Perry and Sam Jackson, you didn't get to even see their speeches when they got their honorary Oscars. They used to televise that. So it seems like everything they're doing is editing out things that people actually want to watch on the show. So it's their fault. But going to YouTube is going to be ridiculous, because imagine you win an Oscar, and in the middle of your speech, an ad for Viagra pops up out of nowhere. And, so no, it's going to be a disaster.
It seems to me that my first thought about the story when I saw it was that they are trying to get younger. They keep being accused of the ratings keep going down. They're not tapping into a younger audience. Everybody's watching stuff on their phones. YouTube is the way of the future. And so it seems to me like they're just trying to get a little bit younger in their appeal and reach a bigger and broader audience. And as YouTube is growing, network audiences are shrinking, as you well know. So it just seems to me that they're chasing the audience and a younger audience at that.
The younger audience isn't really going to be interested in watching this.
Yeah.
And you can watch ABC on your phone.
Right.
So, I don't buy their argument that they're going for a younger audience, because if they were, they'd be on TikTok.
Yeah. No, I got it. Of course, it'd have to be like, 90 seconds?
Well, you only get 45 seconds for a speech.
If you're on TikTok. Anyway, I digress. The Oscars are headed to YouTube after the ABC deal ends, and that will commence in 2029. The Oscars on YouTube. Wow, what a world. All right, when we come forward, we'll talk about some of the best films of the year, maybe some of the worst. We'll see where Odie wants to go. I'm going to follow him. He is the Boston Globe film critic. I'm just a lowly talk show host. I'm going to follow his lead when we come forward. You're listening to Odie, and I'm glad about it, on Tavis Smiley.
Hope, agency, dignity. This is Tavis Smiley.
Can you dig it? Come on!
Make a move into a home of your own. With City National Bank's Ladder Up Home Loan Grant, you could receive up to $20,000 that you never need to pay back. Use it toward your down payment, save on closing costs, or to buy down your mortgage rate. Find out more at cnb.com/ladderuphome. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Property must be in a qualifying market in California, New York, or New Jersey. Additional terms and conditions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Terms are subject to change without notice. City National Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC. NMLS number 536994.
1 year ago, flames tore through Altadena and Eaton Canyon, changing lives forever. From the ashes, can a beloved community rise stronger? Hi, I'm Dominique DePrima, host of First Things First, weekday mornings, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., here on KBLA Talk 1580. And I'm inviting you to join us on Wednesday, January 7th, as we broadcast live from Perry's Joint on the 1-year anniversary of this horrific and devastating fire. We're remembering those we lost, celebrating the heroes and sheroes who answered the call, and honoring the resilience of neighbors who are determined to rebuild together.
I've been a strong black woman a long time, and I can't just break down now.
Hear the stories of survival, the voices of recovery, the spirit of community that the fire couldn't destroy, and yes, the angst of those who still do not know where they go from here.
Yeah, where am I gonna go?
At KBLA Talk 1580, we don't just cover the story, we're part of this community, and we've done our level best to hold those responsible for this fire accountable. And 1 year later, we're still standing together.
It is my hopes that black people will rebuild those homes.
So join us live at Perry's Joint, 2051 Lincoln Avenue in Pasadena, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Wednesday, January 7th, as we commemorate the 1-year anniversary of the Altadena Eaton Canyon fire. Because some stories demand to be remembered.
This too shall pass.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Less monologue, more dialogue. Tavis Smiley continues right now.
It does indeed, with the Boston Globe film critic Odie Henderson, back with the best and worst films of the year. Odie, I want to move through this, but I think we can do both. But you're the conductor here. I'm your co-pilot. Do you want to do the 10 worst or 10 best first? How do you want to do it?
Let's do the 10 best first, because
okay,
we don't want to give too much time to the 10 worst.
Okay. All right, so you want to start with 10 and work your way to 1, or how you want to do it?
Sure. Let me just go down the list real quick from 10 to 1.
Go for it.
So we have a 10. We have Train Dreams, which is a great movie. It's on Netflix. It's a drama about a guy's life, and he is a logger, and he's going through feeling tormented. He's cursed in his mind because he did not help an Asian railroad worker who was murdered, and so he thinks he's cursed by this the ghost of this murdered man. and he goes through a life that's full of tragedy and hope and a bunch of great things, and it's gorgeous to look at, and it moved me very, very much when I saw it. And number 9 is Sinners, and who doesn't love Sinners?
Hold up. 10 best of the year. You got Sinners at number 9?
Sinners is at number 9.
Okay.
The highest it would have been at number 8. I'll come back to why it's number 9 in a second.
Okay.
So, Sinners, I did a piece on 10 great performances. I always single out performances at the end of the year, even if it's in movies I don't like, just to give a person, some props. Delroy Lindo was the performance I chose from Sinners for my piece because, someday Hollywood will realize just how great an actor he is and give him an Oscar or give him awards or something.
Absolutely.
And he just reminded me so much of my uncles in this movie. So I chose him. Sinners I underrated it, so I'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it 3.5 stars when it first came out. Robert Daniels over at my old stomping grounds at rogerebert.com, he and I did a piece on it because he was not high on Sinners at all. In fact, he gave it a mildly negative review, and we have a back and forth on that. My issue with it was that I think toward the end it got a little bit too self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still think I underrated it. It should be a little higher on this list, so you can yell at me.
Number 9, okay. That's number 9.
Number
Sinners.
8 is highest to lowest.
Okay.
The Spike Lee movie with the reunion of him and Denzel Washington. The remake of Curacao was high and low. It's a New York movie. I'm from Jersey, New Jersey City. It makes fun of Boston for half of the movie, so I was very happy about that. And it's great to see Denzel, and Jeffrey Wright is great in it also.
Yeah.
It's a great song at the end by Ayanna Lee.
Yeah.
That I hope gets Oscar nominated. It's just, for me, it was a nice remake because Spike's other 2 remakes are not good.
Yep.
Old Boy is bad and Sweet Blood of Jesus is bad. So I was worried about this, and it turned out to be great.
We had Ayanna Lee on this program a few weeks ago, so we're glad to have celebrated her, and maybe she does in fact get Oscar nominated for her song. But you mentioned Delroy Lindo and how underrated he is. I feel the same way about Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey's an amazing actor, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's in 2 movies on my list, so that's number 1 there.
All right. So you got highest to lowest at number 8. Number 7 is?
Number 7 is The Secret Agent, the Brazilian movie that is based in 1977 and looks like what America might be turning into this current administration. You have Wagner Moura, who won the award at the Cannes Best Actor Award, and is probably one of the front runners for the Oscar. And it's a very interesting movie about a man who is trying to get out of the country with his son. And the government doesn't like him. And I won't say why or anything like that, but it's one of those movies where someone is being prosecuted and you have to watch it and see what's going on. And it jumps through genres, and it also talks about the 70s itself. So it's a 70s movie taking place in 1977 and has a 70s feel to it. It's in Portuguese, so you got to read the subtitles.
Yeah.
But it's such a good and timely movie. And so that was my number 7. Number 6 is Hamnet, which is probably the most divisive movie on the list. There are people who absolutely hate this movie and people that love it, and there is no in between. And so it's an adaptation of a Maggie O'Farrell novel about how Hamlet was written by Shakespeare. And their idea is that Hamlet was Shakespeare's son, and he died. He had the plague, and he died. And this is supposed to have inspired, through his grief, the bard to write Hamlet. But it's very divisive. There are people walking out at my screening, and there are people who love it, and I love it. Number 5 is the other Jeffrey Wright movie on this list, Wake Up Dead Man. Spoiler alert, he's in that. He's not credited, but he has a really good scene in this. It's more a comic thing, which we get in the highest to lowest. I love mysteries. I love all the other Knives Out. Glass Onion, Janelle Monáe got robbed for her performance in that movie. She got no nominations or anything. I thought she was the best performance in any of these Knives Out movies. This is a more darker mystery and has some religious undertones and is my favorite of the 3. So it's also all 3 of them made my 10 best list. This was the highest one, number 5. Number 4 is Frankenstein. I like horror movies. And I thought that Guillermo del Toro did a very good job adapting Mary Shelley's novel and giving the creature finally a chance to tell his side of the story. Because the other Frankensteins don't have that. So I thought that was great. It's gorgeous to look at. Jacob Elordi is a fantastic creature. Oscar Isaac is also very good as the true monster of Frankenstein, Dr. Victor Frankenstein. Number 3 is On Becoming a Guinea Fowl, the Zambian movie by Rungano Nyoni, who also made I Am Not a Witch. It's also in my 10 best list. A great movie about why it's okay to speak ill of the dead and how cultures and customs can cause generational trauma. And it's a satire. So the first half of the movie, the lead actor is dressed as Missy Elliott from the Super Duper Fly video. And she finds her uncle is dead in the street. He just died. And it goes from there. And you find out the uncle is not as nice as people keep making him out to be. So it becomes a story of generational trauma and also about how people lie to themselves about family members and stuff that they did. And it's also a satire, so it's also quite funny at points. And I think this director, Neone, does a fantastic job of juggling that. And she deserves to be known more. Number 2 is Sorry Baby, Eva Victor's directorial debut. It's about surviving sexual assault, but it's not really about that. It's about how she gets through it. And Naomi Ackie plays her best friend. And it's just hard to kind of describe this movie. Mark, you need to just experience it. But it's not a downer. It's also quite funny. But it does give you an idea and a feeling of anyone that's ever had any kind of trauma, how this person works through it. And I think it's very cathartic for me watching it. Yeah. It was almost my number 1 movie, but the number 1 movie is The Life of Chuck, which is a Stephen King adaptation that I saw a year and a half ago at Toronto. And had it come out last year, Nickel Boys would have been my number 2 movie of the year, and this would have been my number 1 movie of 2024. But it didn't. Came out this year. And it's one of those movies like The Shawshank Redemption that I could see myself going back and watching 8 million more times. It just moved me so much when I saw it in the theater. And I knew it was going to happen because I read the book. So it's kind of a mystery, and it's a little bit of science fiction. You have Chiwetel Ejiofor in it, and Mark Hamill, and a bunch of other people. But I knew it was going to happen when I was watching it because I'd read the book, and I still was profoundly moved by it.
This is the one.
So for me to hold this in my head all this time, over a year and a half waiting for this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Life of Chuck is your number 1 film. This movie is the one that Chiwetel's in this. Chiwetel Ejiofor is in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. So there's your number 1, The Life of Chuck. Those are his top 10, his 10 best films of the year. I'm seeing all kind of comments from listeners, and the only real issue they have with you is that you put highest to lowest above Sinners. Anybody hating on D, we love D and we love Spike. But I'm seeing a number of comments about that. He put highest to lowest above Sinners. So anyway, that's the only.
Again, you can yell at me, but still it wouldn't have mattered if Sinners is 5, highest lowest would have been 4.
Yeah.
So sorry,
and he said, sorry, folks. It's just 8 and 9. It's only one difference, but one.
It's not much, yeah.
One step, but I get it. All right.
I want to give one quick shout out to Keke Palmer for One of Them Days, which is my number 20. I did I have 11 to 20 at the end, but I wanted to mention One of Them Days because I just love that movie so much, and it was so much fun. And it came out in January, and I was surprised at how good it was. So just a quick shout out for that one.
Nope.
At number 20.
I followed your I'm glad I followed your lead because my time is getting tight, and I want to save some time for this Rob Reiner conversation with you briefly here. So just run through the names of the 10 worst. You were right. We don't want to waste no time on them since they were not that good, according to Odie Henderson. But give me your 10 worst of the year.
Okay, so 10 real quick. Marty Supreme is 10. The Alto Knights is 9. Materialist is 8. Drop is 7. Honey Don't is 6. The Phoenician Scheme is 5. Peter Hujar's Day is 4. After the Hunt is 3, Eleanor the Great is 2, and your listeners are going to be mad at me at my number 1, which was Him, the Marlon Wayans football movie that was terrible. I'm sorry, it was.
All right, there you have it. Sorry, Marlon. But Odie says your movie Him was the number 1 worst film of the year. There you have Odie Henderson, Boston Globe film critic. You have his 10 best of the year and 10 worst of the year. Now, in the last few minutes here, I want to give Odie some space to offer his thoughts about the cinematic legacy of one Rob Reiner. Let me play now for you. We did this earlier in the show, but in case you weren't listening then, you get a chance to hear it. Now, here's a little, less than 2 minutes, a little short sizzle reel, if you will, of some of the best of Rob Reiner's work. Take a listen. If you're a Rob Reiner fan, I know Odie is going to be listening very carefully here. You will hear all the movies in this sizzle reel, as it were, and afterwards I'll tell you exactly in order what you heard. But here, some of the best of Rob Reiner.
I will have imparted to you all the wisdom that I have acquired in my 70-plus years on this planet about creating opportunity.
You're free to say anything you want, but if anyone disagrees with you, they're either thrown into jail or called a meathead, right?
I wanted to capture the sights, the sounds, the smells of a hard-working rock band on the road.
Like Nick.
Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Nick's a real name. Nick's your buddy.
But what's this? Chambers is making his move. The champ is fading on it. Chambers at the tape. The crowd goes wild.
Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Oh, God.
I'll have what she's having.
But when I got Misery here, everything changed. She just makes me smile so.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
First, you have to be friends. You have to like each other. Then you're neck. This could go on for years.
Being president of this country is entirely about character.
You are sexy. Look at yourself. You're incredible. You're my masterpiece.
Never pass up a bathroom. Never waste a hard-on. And never trust a fart.
That idiot? What, are you kidding me? You know, she's really got to stop doing this.
Who the has the gall to call his house on a Tuesday night?
Now, the first, and this is the most important, you have to find your passion.
Some of the best in that montage of Rob Reiner's work. He transitions quite nicely from a beloved TV character, meathead on All in the Family, to becoming an amazing filmmaker. Has a successful directorial debut with 7 consecutive classics in several genres. And so what you heard just there now are sounds from The Bear, All in the Family, This is Spinal Tap, The Sure Thing, Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, Sleepless in Seattle, The American President, The First Wives Club, The Bucket List, New Girl, The Wolf of Wall Street, and closed out again with The Bear. I've got 2 minutes left. Odie, as a film critic for the Boston Globe, I will give you the final word in these 2 minutes to express yourself as you will about the cinematic legacy of one Rob Reiner.
You know, he did something that not even Spielberg did. He had a run of 7 movies in different genres that were all hits, and you would consider many of them to be classics with, you know, The Princess Bride, great lines from all those movies, 2 Stephen King adaptations, The Sure Thing, which is an underrated movie that most people don't even know exists, a great comedy with John Cusack in one of his earlier roles. You have Spinal Tap. His career as a director is bookended by 2 Spinal Taps, the original one and the sequel that was the last film that he did. And you have Misery, which has got Kathy Bates an Oscar. And I want to speak really quickly about the last time I saw Rob Reiner, because Misery turns 35 this year. And at the TCM Film Festival, he and Kathy Bates were on stage. They did a Q&A. And it was a fantastic Q&A because Rob Reiner was such a giving person, both as an actor and as a director and as just a humanitarian. And just the back and forth between them was just so wonderful. And I kicked myself because I didn't take any pictures. I'm not a huge picture person, but I wish I had. You know, of course, we didn't know that, you know, he was going to pass. But it was such a great conversation. It's online and you can watch it. But what I love is that he had such an old school kind of directorial career, because normally, you know, you look at a Tarantino movie, look at a Spike Lee movie, you can say this is their movie, but he was more of a journeyman director, not in a bad way. He got to make movies that were in different genres, completely different, and were equally successful. You have a courtroom drama. You have him directing Jack Nicholson, and other big actors, and giving great performances and getting great work out of all of them. And you think about these movies and you can quote them. I mean, I say "As You Wish" all the time. I say, you know, have fun storming the castle, like in The Princess Bride, and you can't handle the truth. So you just go and you look and you think. And even after North, which was his big flop, he made The American President, which, you know, beget The West Wing. So he worked with so many people. And then on top of that, his humanitarian efforts. But just as a director and as a performer, there was just something wonderful about him that you just want to bottle up, because it was just an effervescence. And everybody that's worked with him has said that he was like that. It was like he was hosting a party and you were a guest when you were on the set.
He was an amazing guy. I know that because I spent a lot of time with him, interviewed him a number of times, and everything that Odie just said about him and about his work and about his character, as we say in the Black church, I just say amen. Odie Henderson, thanks for your input and your insights as always. Enjoy the rest of the holiday season. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you, sir.
More of Tavis Smiley, including a final conversation of the day with Nadine McKinnor, the woman who wrote This Christmas for Donny Hathaway. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
What's your quarrel with the world? You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
I'm Misty Jordan with BIN News. Now, a statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee is being replaced at the U.S. Capitol by a statue of a black teenager who fought segregation. It depicts 16-year-old Barbara Rose Johns leading a 1951 student walkout in Farmville, Virginia. Her daughter, Terry Harrison, spoke at the ceremony.
We're truly grateful that this magnificent monument to her story, the sacrifices that her family and her community made, may continue to inspire and teach others you too can reach for the moon.
Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee is ordering a review of school safety after 2 people were killed at Brown University over the weekend. And an NBC poll found 55% of respondents intend to spend less cash on Christmas gifts in comparison to last year. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Get your vehicle ready for all that extra holiday driving at your local Big O Tires. For a limited time, save $100 instantly on select sets of tires with paid installation. For your nearest store, visit BigOTires.com.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
With the Rams already qualifying for the NFC playoffs, Chargers fans are wondering what their team needs to do to make it to the postseason. The 10-4 Chargers have 3 ways to clinch a playoff spot Sunday in the AFC. They can clinch one of the 3 wildcard slots where they win Sunday at Dallas, and if Houston or Indianapolis lose on Sunday. Houston is at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. Indianapolis is at home against San Francisco. The Chargers should put their hopes on the 49ers. There is no way Houston is losing at home to the Raiders. The Chargers' final 2 regular season games are against Houston and Denver. The UCLA women's basketball team, ranked 4th in the country, had a practice game Tuesday night at Pauley Pavilion. They beat Cal Poly 115-28. Point guard Kiki Rice almost outscored the entire Cal Poly team by herself. She led the 10-1 Bruins with 23 points. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
This holiday season, KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you and yours joy, peace, and prosperity. As we celebrate with family and friends, we're already looking forward to an exciting first quarter, packed with must-attend events to kick off the new year just right. In January, join us for our inaugural Brotherhood Brunch, bringing together community leaders, change makers, and everyday people for inspiration and connection. February means it's time for our signature Black History Month luncheon, a powerful celebration you won't want to miss. And in March, Women's History Month, we're once again hosting our State of Black Women in Los Angeles Symposium and Luncheon, addressing the issues that matter most inside our community. From all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, happy holidays. Stay tuned for more details on these incredible upcoming events. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice, your community, your power.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Paid for by government.com. Did you know the United States Mint has issued a new Morgan silver dollar coin in proof condition for the first time? Not only that, they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 400,000 of these legal tender silver dollars were issued. These first ever Morgan silver dollars are brand new with stunning mirror-like finish, minted by the iconic San Francisco Mint. Call now and you're guaranteed a new first ever 99.9% pure silver proof Morgan dollar. To learn more, call 1-800-973-9717. If you order now, you will receive a free coin collector bonus pack, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9717 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-9717.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
More honesty than you can handle. More empowerment than you can imagine. You're tuned in to Tavis Smiley.
Hang all the mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together this Christmas. The fireside is blazing bright, we're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me.
As promised, we close today's show with the woman who wrote this song with and for Donny Hathaway. Of course, it didn't start out that way. I'll let her tell the story. Donny wasn't the person originally. She was trying to get this song, too. I'll let her tell the story in her own words. But I am smiling ear to ear right now. Wish you could see me. Because it is the case that every year in the holiday season, we have Nadine McKinnor, the writer of this classic Christmas song, on this program. Last year, I was emotionally devastated because she couldn't join us last year. A couple years ago, 2023, she had a stroke, has had a couple of strokes. That's public information, and this station, my local station in LA and other stations across the country, have supported raising funds for her in the past to help with her medical expenses. But I am just thrilled that God has spared her life, that she is still here, that she's recovering from these strokes. And while she couldn't join us for her annual appearance on this program last year to tell the story of how this song came to be, Nadine McKinnor is on the phone line, and I am delighted just to welcome her back to this program. And I should say right quick that in the collection of all the things I have over the years, memorabilia and artifacts and my art collection, Nadine McKinnor gifted me some time ago with a 45, the old school 45 of this recording, and I'm holding it in my hand right now in studio, connected to her through this 45. Nadine McKinnor, it's a blessing to hear your voice. How are you, darling?
I sound like, they tell me I sound like Barry White. It's fine with me because I love Barry White.
They tell you sound like Barry White, but you okay with that, huh? You love Barry White.
I love Barry White.
Yeah. Let me start by asking, how are you? First of all, love to Steve and Michael, your two precious boys, your two sons, who are taking such great care of you. But how are you? That's what we care about most. We'll talk about the song, but how are you feeling, Nadine McKinnor?
I'm feeling good. My left side is a little lazy, but On my right side, it's got my beautiful bracelet of Corey shells, and I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. How have you processed being so agile and moving with the speed of light in your life and having had to slow down the last couple of years? How are you mentally, spiritually, psychologically? How are you navigating this part of your journey, Nadine?
Mentally, I'm still crazy, but I'm happy.
Still crazy, but you're happy. I love that. And we've been talking on this program today about family, and sadly, we've been talking about what's happened to the Reiner family. And earlier today, I started the program playing a clip of a conversation I happened to have with Rob Reiner and his son Nick, who has now been charged with double murder of his parents. So we started out in a sad way, just talking about family, but I want to close today's program on a happy note, talking about family. I talked about your two boys, Michael and Steve, both friends of mine, but I have just been humbled, and I love the way that they have been loving on you. Just say a word about your boys, your family, and the way that they have just encircled you as you've been navigating this part of your journey. Say a word about your boys, Nadine.
I'll tell you this. I wasn't excited about having no babies. I was young, dumb, and full of energy. But the point is, in Chicago and in those days, you did not have children before you were married. None. It wasn't the thing to do. And I was married to their daddy, thank God. I loved him. He loved me. But he was a Marine, and I was a flower child, so it was a different kind of connection. But in the meantime, bless his soul, he went to heaven last year to take a look from there at all this stuff going on. But he's a great guy, bless his soul. So Emmanuel was the guy to know for me, for these boys, because he was happy to make a family, and I was like, okay, so I'm pregnant, so what do I do now? And I was like going along, dum-de-dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum-de-dum. And sure enough, they started wiggling, and I started giggling. I said, okay, this is going to be fun. And I did fall in love with him before I saw him. And when I saw him, there were two little brown muffins that looked like something good to bite on and kiss and chew on. So that's what I did. I was kissing toes and blowing noses and all that stuff you got to do for them. And they were good little babies. They were not bad babies. They were not bad boys. So I enjoyed it because I was only 20 years older than them, so I was like their big sister, and it worked out good.
Yeah.
And they have been in love with me, and I've been in love with them ever since. We used to go down to Grant Park in Chicago after dark and hunt rabbits because he was all insane. And I was the one driving the getaway car, so it was fun.
You the one driving the getaway car. As you can tell, she has a wicked sense of humor. I love that about her, and she's still holding on to that. No, I celebrate Michael and Steve. They're amazing people, and the way they have embraced their mother. I love my mother, and I was just with her. She was in L.A. just for a couple of days, but she celebrated her 80th birthday this year, and I'm living on her harder.
Give her love for me and give her a pinch on the booty.
Well, the love part I'll do. The other part I don't know. I mean, I get my face slapped, but I will give her. I'll give her the hug. That's for sure. But I was with her earlier this a couple weeks ago. She passed through here very quickly on a quick trip, on a train trip. But I'm loving on my mother harder than ever now that she's achieved the age of 80. But I love the way that again Steve and Michael are embracing their mother. All right. So when we come forward, the story of how this song this Christmas came to be from the woman who wrote it while working at the post office in Chicago, Nadine McKinnor on Tavis Smiley.
Interrogating and unpacking. That's what we do around here. You're listening to Tavis Smiley. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death is when an individual is harmed by police officers using deadly force, which results in an individual's death. Police-related death includes in-custody deaths, including those that arise during contact with law enforcement officers during arrest, pursuit, booking, transport, or incarceration. The Autopsy Initiative has a team of board-certified pathologists on call. An autopsy request may be completed by anyone with a close relationship with the victim, which may include the victim's spouse, partner, relative, close friend, or lawyer. To request a free second autopsy for a victim of police violence, please visit knowyourrightscamp.com. That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on Autopsy, then click on Request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names, and we don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I got the champagne. Everybody's glass.
KBLA Talk 1580 congratulates our own Keith Underwood, host of the weekend entertainment show Black in the Green Room, on his recent honor at the annual National Arts and Entertainment Journalism Awards. Keith received a first place award presented by the Los Angeles Press Club for his entertainment reporting, and we couldn't be prouder. Congratulations, Keith, from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well-trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
Helping to make you the most knowledgeable person in your circle of friends. This is Tavis Smiley.
I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together this Christmas. Fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night. A very special Christmas for me.
We've been playing all kinds of covers, all kind of versions on today's program. We do it all throughout the season. Played Chris Breezy yesterday, I think. Today we played Stevie Wonder. We played Mary J. That's Jeffrey Osborne. But everybody has covered this classic this Christmas. What a wonderful piece of work Nadine McKinnor brought us 50 plus years ago, and it still sounds as good as ever. And every year somebody else is recording their version of this song. It is the Christmas anthem. Turn it up, Miles, turn it up.
We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me.
All right, Nadine McKinnor, when you were in the post office all those years ago, writing these song lyrics in your notebook, you could not have known that everybody named Mama was going to cover this song.
No, sir, I didn't know it at all.
Yeah, you couldn't have known it because everybody's done it. All right, I'm watching my clock. Tell me the short version of how this song came to be while you were writing the lyrics in the post office. Tell me the story, Nadine.
I had a notebook full of different poems. I'm a poet. And I like to write little lines and verses and hooks. And my latest hook is, hurry up and get ready and we're going to have fun. It's time for Baby Jay's birthday.
And about this Christmas?
Mm-hmm. This Christmas. You got me, they're coaching me on the side. Your guys, Stephen Micah.
It's okay. I'm mad at Stephen. Tell me about writing this particular song this Christmas and how you got it to Donny Hathaway.
I was writing all those rhymes, and I had them in a beautiful little raunchy notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I was singing them to my family and my friends, the different poems, because they had a rhyme and they had a rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, at my mom's house, one of the premier interior designers in the South Side was working in my mama's house, and his son was working in Donny and Layla's house about 3 miles away. And I knew his daddy, I knew his brother, but the point is, I was telling him all these things in my notebook, and he said, I got to introduce you to Donny Hathaway. I said, who is Donny Hathaway? He said, he got the ghetto on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So I was driving to IBM in River Oaks, out in the suburbs, you know, the only chocolate chip in the cookie.
Mm-hmm. The only chocolate chip in the cookie. I heard that.
And sure enough, I got to meet Donny. He took me to Donny's office. Donny saw the notebook, and I sang my little poems to him. And he had a mind that was beyond time. Yeah. So he listened to Hang on the Mistletoe. I'm going to get to know you better this Christmas in the key of Ian for Nadine. And because I'm no singer, Donny's a genius. Donny listened to it, and he said, we can record that. I said, oh, yeah? And my little eyes and ears opened up, and I said, oh, really? He said, yeah. So he had this mind. He was already creating commercials for the biggest company in the city and in the world, Soft Steam Hair Products. So his mind told him, Navidad Feliz, Watu Wazuri. So Watu Wazuri used Afro Sheen was on every radio. But in the meantime, I thought he was cuckoo. And I said, okay.
And the rest, as we say, go ahead, Nadine. Go ahead.
May he rest in peace. God bless his sweet soul.
Yeah. So she's in studio with Donny Hathaway, and she's singing in the key of N, as she said. That's the key for Nadine, because she's not a singer. But she sang her lyrics. She sang her lines to Donny Hathaway, and Donny Hathaway's mind went to work and said, we can record this, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me, yeah.
For all the freedom-loving folk, this is Tavis Smiley.
I feel like free.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Is your loved one at the hospital or in a nursing home? Have they developed bed sores, fallen, or worse? These are things your family members should be protected from. Bed sores, falls, and dehydration are almost always the result of negligent care. If this has happened to your loved one, call Zoran at Basic Law Group at 800-215-1234 or visit basiclawgroup.com. The consultation is free, and if they don't win, you don't pay. That's 800-215-1234.
If you're like me, 60 and retired, making ends meet, especially here at the supermarket and drugstore, is tough. I'm so blessed to have found benefitscheckup.org. It's a free and confidential website from the National Council on Aging that connected me to $1,200 a year in programs that help pay for food, medicine, utilities, and more. Maybe it can help you. benefitscheckup.org.
You know where you want to go in life, and City National Bank can help. City National knows the dedication it takes to build your vision for the future into a reality, and our team is here for you. We have a wide range of options to help, from personal savings accounts to interest-bearing money market savings accounts and more, all designed to help you get where you want to go. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Learn more at cnb.com. City National Bank is a subsidiary of Royal Bank of Canada, member FDIC.
Made fresh daily in Leimert Park, Los Angeles, California. You're listening to Tavis Smiley.
That's why you love covers, right? Because with a cover, every artist gets to do it his or her way. And this is Patti LaBelle. So Nadine McKinnor, this is my exit question, my final question. All these years later, what do you make of the collaboration, what you and Donny Hathaway did together?
I'll tell you the truth. You want to know the truth, right? You, Tavis.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I want to know the truth, Nadine. Give it to me straight, no chaser, Nadine McKinnor.
Here it is. I was working in the attendance office at Crenshaw High School back in '80, and I loved the man who was running the attendance office, Dr. Kambara, Mr. Kambara, and he'd come in the office. And he said, "It's zooey in here," like a zoo.
Yeah.
Because it was all kind of stuff. I was talking to parents because they cared if their kids came to school then. Now they don't care. But anyway, it was back a century ago, and it's the way things were. So I was talking to the kids, and then I was talking to the parents, and talking to Mr. Kambara, and sure enough, he came in, he said, "It's zooey in here." And I love that word, zooey.
Yeah.
So This Christmas on all these different voices and arrangers and producers is Zooey.
I love it. I'll leave it there. It's Zooey, but it works, and it's working 50-plus years later, and we are indebted forever to Nadine McKinnor and Donny Hathaway for this collaboration that we celebrate every year. Nadine, I love you. I'll come see you soon. I'll see you during the holiday season. Trust and believe.
I trust you. I love you.
I love you more. I love you more. Thank you, Steve and Michael, for making your mother available to us. Just like that, 3 hours gone. But what a great way to close with the voice of Nadine McKinnor, who brought us this Christmas classic, got it to Donny Hathaway, and Donny did his thing. See you tomorrow. Until then, and as always, keep the faith.
Thank you.